Bienvenue, my beautiful bubbles. Yes, I am alive and well. I know I haven't posted in probably over 10 days or so. I was just focusing on my new job career and that sort of thing. You know, life happens and sometimes you really can't focus on YouTube. But I'm back at it, girl. Welcome to the first episode of Highlighter Hoedown. That's right. We are pitting against two highlighters. One that just came out on February 24th of this year in Canada, and the classic that everybody loves, the Masterchrome highlight from Maybelline. Taddy herself loved it. Jefree saw a review, raving about it, and every time I'm in a drugstore, I have to swatch it. And I have my doubts on it, and I have my doubts on this one as well. Both kind of like paralleling each other. So for the NYX Born to Glow that came out on February 24th, just of this year, to compete against the Masterchrome, I have the shade Chosen One. I've heard some really bad things online, but I'm trying to keep an open mind. Oh! So, many of the descriptions online saying that it has almost like a prismatic effect, almost like a silvery kind of gold reflect. So beautiful, because I layer up some highlighters. I layer a silver highlight and then I use a baked highlighter by e.l.f. and blush gems, I do believe. Bronze gems or something like that. But I layer two highlighters to get this kind of effect. And I'm running out of my silver one quite fast. And I use that quite a bit for my halo eyes. So I thought this would be a great option because I try to achieve that effect anyway with my highlighter. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. And now the classic that everybody loves, the Masterchrome in Molten Gold. Now, swatching it in store is beautiful, but it seems like it will suit deeper skin tones. But most people that try it, that rave about it, don't really have a deeper skin tone. So let's get a good swatcheroo on here. It is gleaming and beautiful and just, woo. And right off the bat, you're going to destroy your highlighter once you swatch it. Even in store, you're going to see that with the samples. But keep in mind, what the sales girl was saying, in store, they use a cleaner that actually compresses kind of a glitter layer on top. So once you get past that glitter layer, it's going to be a lot of a better representation of the product itself. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to get rid of that top layer. Just same with the e.l.f. baked highlighter, you do have to get rid of that top layer so you get a better representation of what the product is. I don't know why makeup companies do that. I think it's more of like a show type thing to make them look a little bit more shinier, or maybe, I don't know what it is. But I'm just going to go like this, do a little swirlaroo, kind of just brush it off. And now we'll do a swatch right beside it and we'll see if it makes a difference. Okay, right off the bat, oh, this is actually surprising me. It looks wetter. It feels like it's not going to emphasize texture. It's actually a lot more pigmented now that we got that layer off the highlighter. I'm actually kind of shocked. It is more pigmented with one swipe compared to the Born to Glow highlighter in the Chosen One. So this is that silvery gold reflect. This is one swipe. It already looks better, but how is it going to suit my skin tone? Is it going to emphasize texture? Is it going to look good in all lights? Some highlighters only look good when it's directly in the light, and sometimes it's too dark in the off lights, you know what I mean? So it acts more like a bronzer topper. So we'll see how yellow it is in the off lights, which is definitely one of my fears about this highlighter. So you know what? We're just going to delve right into it. Okay, this is the Masterchrome side on this side, and the Born to Glow on my good side, because I just have less fears about her, and I feel like she'll last a lot longer, especially if we live in Canada, because it is a silver highlighter, so it does suit winter a little bit better than our glowy summer highlight. So I always apply it with my finger, and that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm just going to apply it in the middle of my cheek first, Oh, wow, that's almost a wet finish already. Okay, and then I drag it up. I think a lot of people bring their highlight like way up here. I like to keep it more like in the middle of the cheek. So I'm just using the reflection of my phone right now because my mirror is broken, but anyway. You get to see it first. I'm only seeing like a reflection of it. See, I like to see it when you're facing forward. Not everybody likes that, but I like a Jefree Star glow, okay? I like it to be really, really exaggerated. So I'm gonna dip in again. And once I have applied enough product, I kind of bring it up a little bit. So do a little wiggly motion. My highlighter technique. Okay, I was kind of afraid of that. I'm gonna... Darn it! I really wanted to like this one, but it's just too dark. That's my first impression, but we're gonna compare it to the Born to Glow highlighter. Alright, moment of truth. I'm gonna use a clean finger, the middle. Alright, let's go on to the other side and see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I honestly thought I would like the Masterchrome a lot better, but this one, it's not as pigmented at first, but it is so buildable and smooth. It is a perfect shade for me right now. This one is a 4.7. This one is a definite 4 for me. It's just a little dark, if you can see that. I don't think the camera is going to really emphasize that. You see in the off light, see, it just kind of blends into your blush, so it makes your, blends into your bronzer, excuse me. So it makes your bronzer look like it's this thick. But this one, it's silver and gold all at the same time. There's a blinding flash to it and very creamy. I don't use a brush, but I've heard there's a lot of kickback on this highlighter compared to the other highlighters as well. And there is a golder one that has less of a kickback, and then there's another shade that looks good on most skin types, which almost has like it looks pink in the pan. I'll list the names. You're seeing all the highlighters here. There's a pink one that is mostly a silver shade. There's a little bit of a pink shift, but once you put it on your skin, it's mostly pink if you are in the fair skin tones, which I personally love a silver highlight. I personally love a little bit of a shift in my highlight. This one gives it to me beautifully, and it gives me that option to not have that blending highlight on those natural days. I only have a couple of them of the week because I do love a full glam like I am. This is pretty much my daytime look. Okay, and to conclude this video, for my final conclusions, I negate everything I said about the Masterchrome highlighter. I feel like it could be a year-round highlighter for me, actually, for my natural skin tone as well. I layered just a little bit more on this side. I've checked it out in different lighting, and it does the same thing as my layered highlight technique with a silver and then a gold on top. It does that all in one. So I'm going to say this is the #1 highlighter as opposed to the very silvery matte glow highlighter, which I'll probably use in clubs. They're both very, very, very good. I would have to put this one just maybe, I will put this one a 4.2. This is a 4.1. They were still very, very good. They didn't emphasize any texture that I had. Once I layered a little bit more on this one, just look at that. I feel like it has a little bit more of a gold reflect, whereas the Born to Glow, yes, it looks very, very gold, but there's actually no hints of gold in it at all, which it's very misleading. And you see the gold in some sort of lights, but it's nothing like the Masterchrome, where it has that very silvery, very reflective sort of gold aspect. It is very, very brightening, and I was actually really impressed by this once I put another layer on. Once you put more on, it's amazing. No, I did not mean that as an insult. Once you put more of the highlighter on, I love this. And I feel like I'm going to come back to the store and just thank her for suggesting it to me, because I was very skeptical. I tried it on my face, I tried it out in sunlight, and I was not impressed. I was like, I came back in the store, I was like, it's too glittery, it's too this, that. She explained they do use a pressing process to clean them every single day, and that presses that glitter that is initially in them that I explained earlier in the review. And I would have to agree, this is absolutely beautiful, especially for my skin tone now, which is probably 1.5 shades darker since I've been walking that 5K. I'm actually surprised. I'm sorry. I went on and on and on and on about the Born to Glow. But I'm not returning any of them. They're both very good in their own right. If you're a fair skin tone, you're going to absolutely love this one. And you can always layer a highlight on top of it as well. This one is more on the less pigmented side. So you can add on a little bit on those natural days, like I said earlier. You can always layer a gold highlight on top that you have a gold eyeshadow on top to get more pigmented. So you can actually create your own highlight with this one and brighten up highlight that you already have existing. All on how you use a makeup product. There's, oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'm going to include this here. I love you all so much. Au revoir, my beautiful bubbles.